Last month, my business did $48,000 in revenue as a solo business with no full-time staff on payroll. I just pay video editors per project, and I have someone on the team who helps me publish the content on YouTube. So before you think this is one of those videos of how I made $1 million selling a course about making $1 million, please, I hope I don't fall in that category, but I want to be as transparent and open with you about what I'm finding success in, especially using AI employees, not just AI, to build this core infrastructure that's helping me scale. The month before, I was at 20K, and just a few months before that, I was at less than 12K for this business model. Now, this is part 2 of my Marbleism series, where I am breaking down exactly how I'm building $1 million a year business as a one-person team, especially leveraging AI to do this. If you do want a full breakdown of Marbleism, I'll have that link down below. I talk about all 6 AI employees that you could hire through Marbleism, how they work, and what the cost is for all 6. But in this video, I'm gonna break down the 4 that are helping me the most in my business operations today and the core philosophy that makes all of this work. Why? Because here is the truth. $48,000 isn't the goal. It's proof the model is working, and I want to show you exactly how. Now, before we get into it, I have partnered with Marbleism on this video to get you an exclusive discount for my audience. Use that first link down below in the description plus the promo code, and you are gonna get an extra 25% off when you sign up with that link. And that's not just for a month or for your first year, that is for life. All right, let's get into it. Now, I wanna take a quick minute and be real with you because I think income transparency in this space is either completely absent or completely misleading. So let me break this down. Now, 80% of that income number comes from sponsorships. And if I could break that number down further, it's a lot of micro relationships. It's not 1 or 2 big sponsors. And so brands pay me to create honest educational content about their software, and mind you, I have about 21,000 subscribers at the time of this recording. So I'm definitely proud of that. I'm not the biggest creator out there, but I also know that my audience is really special. I love you. And so that is a core part of my business. On top of that, 16% comes from affiliate commissions, which I'm honestly so proud of because it's my version of passive income. This is when somebody clicks on a link, signs up for the tool, and it earns me a commission, while at the same time, it gives the end user a discount as well. And that's it. There's no mystery, no secret funnel, no hidden paywall that you pay $20 to get in and then you gotta pay $200 to get more access and then $2,000. There's none of that. And the best part is I'm honestly not selling you anything. I make money from the brands and from the affiliate link. And you only sign up if you really think it's worthwhile. Let's make this picture even clearer. In March, I did about $20,000. So I went from $20,000 to $48,000 in a single month. And technically on paper, it's actually April 27th today, so the month isn't even over yet. Now that we have that out of the way, a big part of what made all of this possible is the infrastructure, the systems and the procedures I'm using to run the business. If you ask any of the brands I work with or any of my editors, I try to respond so fast to their messages. And they probably think I'm just sitting around, got nothing to do except respond to their message. Why? Because I built the system that way. And yes, I do work a lot, but I love it. I've been building something I'm so proud of, and included in that are 4 AI employees that I couldn't do this without them. Now, for my business, one of the biggest factors here is output. How consistently can I publish? And then not only that, how quickly could I respond to a brand? How quickly could I close a deal? How quickly could I send a contract or a script or a revision? And so speed, quality, consistency, these factors are exactly why Marbleism sits in the middle of how I operate. Now, before I break down these 4 AI employees and how they work, I want to be very clear on something. The wrong question that a lot of people are asking is, will AI do this for me? That is a passive question, and it treats AI like a vending machine. The right question is, what could I accomplish if I could move faster, produce better work, and stay more agile than I ever could alone? And that's a completely different mindset. You're not outsourcing your thinking, you're making your thinking and operation 100 times better. And that's what is scaling my business right now. And if anything, we are at the floor. Now, Marbleism is going to give you 6 AI employees, and honestly, I'm not even leveraging all of them yet. But let me show you the ones I am using the most, because these are the ones that are showing up directly in my business results. Let's start with Sunny. So for my business, every video I publish needs to live beyond YouTube. That's the reality of building a content business in 2026. One video needs to be multiplied into a LinkedIn post, Instagram carousel, Facebook update, YouTube short, X thread, and a lot more. Every one of those are an additional touch point, another opportunity for a brand to discover me, for someone who has seen my content to see something new, and for someone who's never seen my content to discover it. I literally got an email today from an agency that's working for Google because they saw one of my multiplied pieces of content. They didn't see the long format video, they saw the short, and they reached out to possibly work together. And I responded to their email in just a few minutes, which we'll talk about how I did that with another AI employee. But this is where Sunny comes in. Sunny is my AI social media manager, and his job is to take what I'm already creating and extend its reach across every platform without me having to manually craft each piece of content from scratch. Here's what that actually looks like. Every day, Sunny sends me content ideas personalized to my business. And you heard that correctly. I don't need to go in and message Sunny. I just wake up to a notification on my phone of new content ideas that Sunny has generated. I pick the one that resonates and he generates the full post ready to publish and schedule. I can review everything, tweak where I want, or I could set him on autopilot. Tell him to create and schedule posts every single week and he'll run. A feature I love is that Sunny is also capable of image generation, which means you don't need a separate graphic designer either. If you have a brand identity already, you could upload graphics. That way the brand stays consistent visually with everything you generate. One of the biggest values here is consistency. Why? Because it means I'm not losing visibility or losing momentum or losing potential to inbound from brands or from people who need answers to the content, whether they might be searching on one platform, not YouTube specifically. I'm able to show up across all domains without having to hire 7 additional people on my team. Sunny eliminates that. He keeps me showing up even on the days that I'm too busy to even think about it. Plus, the agility is real. If I want to shift my content direction or test a new theme, I just update the guidelines and Sunny adjusts immediately. No lag, no rebriefing anyone, just movement. Next, let's talk about Penny. This one is a game changer specifically for how my business is structured. As someone who depends on affiliate income, every video I publish, Penny writes the corresponding blog post. Not a generic summary, but a full SEO optimized article built around the same exact content, the same keywords, and the same topic. And what I love too is I just tell Penny, here's my affiliate link, and she will include it throughout the article. So as an example, I just did a video recently where I compared 5 different tools. And I just gave Penny the things she needed, and she wrote the entire post, embedded my affiliate link throughout the post. And now if someone goes and finds my article 6 months from now on Google, they land on my website, they'll also see the video, and they could also click on the affiliate links in the post. This compounds the effort of my video editors, because the story they told through the content is now transposed into any medium we need. From Sunny creating it for social or Penny creating it for my blog. Now, my site is on Framer, so right now I copy and paste my content over, which is still way faster than writing it from scratch. But if your site is on Wix, WordPress, Shopify, or Webflow, it is literally one click and your article is live. Oh, and one feature we didn't talk about that search engines love. It's called internal linking. Penny knows every page on your site like a good employee would. And so she can automatically link relevant articles and other pages on your site in every single post. And Google reads that as a positive signal that your site is authoritative. Plus, if you've never managed a blog before, this is gonna get you up and running, SEO optimized, all within just a few moments. Now, let's talk about Stan, because Stan is an AI employee that does something in the background that most solo operators would pay big money for, and that is finding consistent outbound leads. Stan is my AI sales rep. He is connected to a database of 700 million leads, and every single day, he identifies potential clients, reaches out to them via email, follows up with them when they don't respond, and tells you when they do respond. And you have full control. You could review the leads he's targeting, approve or adjust the filter, and when someone does reply with genuine interest, Stan will notify you immediately. That way you could take the conversation from there. For a business like mine, that means there's always prospecting happening in the background, even when I'm in deep work recording a video like this or responding to other emails. And heck, if I'm driving, traveling, out with my friends, whatever it might be, I know that Stan will pull new leads for me every single day. And the best part is you could actually see the entire workflow that Stan builds, all the people he is gonna message, and where they are in the funnel. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you even do outbound messages right now? And if you do, is it just scattered once in a while, or do you do it every single day? This could become part of your daily rhythm, just like brushing your teeth. You just check in on your phone first thing in the morning and say, yep, I approve those new leads, and Stan gets to work. And that means you're consistent daily with outbound without adding any extra work to your plate. I think you're getting the picture here. Now, let's talk about Linda. This might be the most underrated AI employee on the whole team. Here is the problem that Linda solves for me. Contracts can slow deals down fast. Not because deals are complicated, but because most business owners need a lot of time to read through a legal document to make sure that they're not overlooking something that they will later regret missing. Every one of those details missed could cost a lot in the future. So what Linda does is review all your contracts. I specify to Linda the clauses I really care about, the red flags I want to be flagged on, and the terms that I am not willing to negotiate and the ones I am willing to negotiate on. So when a new contract comes in from a new brand that I've never worked with before, everything sounds great and they just sent over their 8-page contract, I just drop it in and Linda will give me the confidence to know that every detail is covered and everything that actually matters to me is brought to my attention. How much would you have to pay a lawyer to do that for you? And if money wasn't even an object, how long would you have to wait to even get a valid response? Now, once Linda pulls everything up, I take a look at the contract, the terms, and start negotiating. Linda organizes everything for me, so it's really easy for me to put a response together to send back to the brand. So just think about this. I may drop it a little bit for a brand, then when I see the contract and I review it, it would take me some time. Then we get into the project and it gets longer and longer and longer and longer. Every minute that's added to the project decreases my revenue potential across all the work I do. And so when I could review a contract in literally less than a few minutes, get everything resolved to my liking, and know exactly where I stand with a brand, that buys back so much of my time and earning potential. So it's probably starting to make sense to you of how we went from $20,000 in March to $48,000 in April. Best part about Linda inside of Marbleism is that 92% of users feel more confident handling contracts after using Linda, and 85% reported fewer misunderstandings. This means your legal stress is gonna drop immediately. And the honest disclaimer, Linda does not replace a lawyer. So for major deals or complex negotiations where you genuinely need legal counsel, go find legal counsel. My agreement that I use with brands is drafted by lawyers that I work with. But when I'm reviewing a contract or potential edits from a brand, it gives me the confidence and ability to take a look at everything with scrutiny without having to be a lawyer. So looking ahead, here's where I'm at and here's where I want to go. As we know, the model is working. March we did 20, in April we did 48, and in May I see us hitting closer to 60. But the real question is, how do I double this? To To do $1 million in a year, I need to go from 48,000 in a month. I gotta flip those numbers and go to 84,000. And the path there isn't gonna be more work, it's gonna be building smarter. And that means more touch points with Sunny, more compounding SEO from Penny, more consistent outbound from Stan, and faster deal cycles because of Linda. And that doesn't even include Eva as an executive assistant or Rachel as a receptionist. Now, I'm going to be documenting this whole journey on this channel, the wins, the numbers, the losses, the lessons. So if you want to follow along and see how this all plays out, subscribe. That way you'll be here for every step along the way. And if you are ready to get started with building your own AI team of AI employees, click that first link down below and get an extra 25% off Marbleism forever. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.